G'day, I'm Brett Hooker and my channel is I Love Dirt. And I'm out here in southwest Queensland for 11 days with family and friends. We got 6 vehicles at the moment and we're doing a trip around the 3 corners, Cameron Corner, Popple Corner and Hatton Corner, which are the 3 corners of the state of Queensland. We're out in a couple of different deserts, etc. This is day number 3. We actually just camped overnight in Thargomindah. Thargomindah is a great little town. We've just topped off all our water, made sure all our supplies are good. And today we're heading down to Cameron Corner, but we're going via Tibooburra. So what we're going to do from here, we're actually going to head west out to Noccundra, which is a beautiful little one-pub town. If you head out to Noccundra, you can actually camp on the Wilson River there. It's a beautiful spot. So that gives an opportunity to top up fuel for anybody that's just running standard tanks. And from Noccundra, we're going to head south on the Warrygate Road, head down to the New South Wales border, and cross over there, and then we're going to head down to Tibooburra, take a look around the town of Tibooburra. Again, you can top up fuel in Tibooburra. Once we're finished in Tibooburra, we're then going to come north up to Cameron Corner, and along the way there we're going to take a look at the new sculptures that have been commissioned that are up in the Sturt National Park there, and they're beautiful sculptures, and the Sturt National Park itself is just absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to take a drive up there and we're going to finish at Cameron Corner. So that's a corner between New South Wales, Queensland and South Australia, and we're going to camp for the night there. There's a pub there where we can grab a meal, they've got nice showers, etc. So that's where we're going to finish up today. So we're going to get out, we're going to get on it, and I'll catch you all later. Hey, actually what I'll do, I'll add, just for interest's sake, I'm going to add after this video to this video, I did a driver briefing, just updating the group on what we're doing today. I'm just going to add that onto this end of this video so you can see how I do a driver briefing for the day. All right, everyone, have a great day. We'll see you again. Cheers. So the plan today is we're going to head out of Tibooburra. Where are we? Thank you. We're going to head out of Thargomindah. We're pretty much going to go out of town towards where we were with the survey. So we're heading out west, and we've got about an hour and a half's worth of bitumen, and we're going to get down through to a place called Noccundra. And Noccundra is literally a one-pub town. It is a pub. Beautiful spot. We can top up fuel there, so anybody that wants to top up, there is fuel there. And right beside it, just for a bit of reference, there's a river called the Wilson River that runs through there. So if you're ever out here on another trip, you can free camp along the Wilson River there, so that's another spot you can camp out in the outback. At Noccundra, we'll air down, so we'll actually drop our tyres down for gravel, because once you get a couple of k's south of Noccundra, we get onto the dirt. And from that point, we'll do a couple of hours down to the border, down to the Queensland-New South Wales border. We'll probably stop along the way somewhere there. That's the spot to collect some firewood. So I've got a little saw in the truck and a couple of bags, and we'll be able to throw them on. There's a gap on the front of the dot trailer for wood. So this is our opportunity to collect firewood. There is so much gidgee down on the side of the road out there, it's incredible. So as we're driving along, if we see there's a few spots along there where there's big wide areas where you can pull off, and they're just surrounded with wood. So, so when we see one of them, we'll just do the wood thing. Halfway down that road, there's a beautiful creek stop, and we've got that in the trip plan for that's not a bad spot for a morning tea break. So if we need a sort of an hour break after Noccundra, there's a spot for that. Then we'll run down to the border. Now when we get to the New South Wales border, there's beautiful bitumen road on the other side. It's hilarious. The Silver State Highway it's called. So New South Wales has built a highway up from Broken Hill right up to the top of the state. So literally at the state line, it goes to 2 lanes wide, bitumen, white lines. It's just hilarious out here. So you go from this to that. We won't air up, we'll just slow down. We'll just, because once you get to Tibooburra, it's all dirt after that anyway. So we're only going to do 40k. So it's not really worth airing up for 40k. We just need to slow down because you don't want to run your low pressure tyres on bitumen at high speed because they just heat up too much. So from there we'll get down to Tibooburra. For those that don't know, Kim grew up and lived in Tibooburra. How many years, Kim? 12 years. So we'll pop down, we'll take a look at Tibooburra, a bit of history down there as well. There's a servo down at Tibooburra, so you'll be able to top up your fuel again there. And then once we've done that, we've got our last run for the day, about 150k of dirt road back up to Cameron Corner. And on that stretch, the last 25 kilometres, we're going to see these massive sculptures that have been commissioned by New South Wales government, just to create some things for people to come in and have a look in the Sturt National Park. So there's a quoll and a bilby and a bandicoot. The bandicoot's the last one, and the sculpture's actually bigger than a truck. So massive sculptures there. Interestingly, right by the bandicoot one, you're actually going to see a what's called a cat-proof fence. And the reason for that, there's an area there where the New South Wales National Parks and Wildlife are bringing bilbies and other animals back into their natural habitat out here. But part of the reason why those species actually became under risk out here was wild cats, wild dogs, etc. were just taking over and knocking them out of the ecosystem. So some folks here in Queensland for the bilbies invented this fence that cats can't climb up. So it's actually got some chain wire on the top that sort of comes over this way. The cats try and climb up and they fall off, and it's actually worked for 25, 30 years. So you'll see that. So you'll see an area, it's got a nice big sign on it saying this is where they're reintroducing our native species back into their native land. So that's really nice to see. And at that point, we're about 1 kilometre from the corner. So that's the day. Noccundra, down the Warragate Road, down to the border, into Tibooburra, and then loop back up to Cameron Corner. Cameron Corner's a pub. We could also get fuel at Cameron Corner. And we're camping there. There's showers there, so you'll be able to freshen up. So that's the day. Any questions about any of that? All good? Do you need any food supplies or anything like that? I don't know if the food store's open yet, but you have it here. No, so we're all good there. Okay, so from here, I'll just check. Hey Lexi, do you want to get a blue shirt photo in Thargomindah at the in town here, or are we good just to go? Oh yeah. Okay, that's the go. So just out of town, yeah, you're right. So there you go. So that was the driver briefing I did for day 3 of our trip. And we're going to get on the road and get out there and see this beautiful southwest Queensland. Cheers, everyone.